It's both a blessing and a curse. Some might even call it a love-hate relationship. We're talking about email. David Ryan Polgar is from davidryanpolgar.com. He joins us this morning to share more. I think we all can say that we've had a point in our life where we've suffered from email overload.
I've had it up to here, you know. You wouldn't think you'd still be talking about email in 2014, but we are. You know, I think Tom Hanks should do a sequel. You've got too much mail, you know, but it might be a little depressing. He winds up on an island alone and starts talking to a volleyball just to get away from his email.
I know, it's
so I'm
so
pitching
funny.
it. I'm pitching it.
I think it's great. Yeah, you've got mail. I used to be so excited when you like, oh, I got an email, but now it's like, gosh, not another one. So you have some tips to help people stop the insanity. Don't feel like you need to live and run your life by your email. First tip is don't be a dingbat. What do you mean by that?
Don't be a dingbat, right? Every time we hear a ding, we think it's important, right? We're like Pavlov's dogs. We perk up. We think it's essential, right? We're mentally salivating, and actually they find out you get your dopamine. So every time your phone rings, you think, my God, it's somebody important. Somebody loves me. And then you check it and you say, no, it's Groupon. No, junk mail. How do I even sign up for this? Why is this person contacting me? I don't remember them from high school, right? It's
and then
not
you're like,
as
why
exciting.
did I waste that moment of my life checking it?
Right. So a lot of people struggle with this, and I know personally, when I had my recent cell phone, it was constantly having a notification light. You want to turn that off because you get notifications all the time, right? You don't want that as a distracting kind of in the background. You want to be focused. You want to be mindful of the moment.
Go to your settings and change it so that you don't get those notifications.
It's too much, right?
Because it is too much. Also, like you said, these emails from different companies and stores, you can unsubscribe.
You can, right. Any reputable company on the bottom of that email is going to have the unsubscribe feature. Sometimes you get into cases where it's a little difficult and you have a tough time unsubscribing. What I've done personally is if that ever happens and you still receive emails, what you want to do is classify that as spam or junk mail, and that is going to get filtered. And then you have services like Gmail that now have the primary, the social, and your promotion. So it's going to kind of segregate that content into saying that, you know what, newsletters are going to be less important than your mother-in-law.
Oh, so it organizes it for you, which is the next tip that you're going to talk about, which is keeping your inbox under control.
Yeah, your inbox actually works like your house or your apartment. You know, if I don't do the dishes for a while, all of a sudden I think, my God, there's a dish bomb that went off. How did my house get so dirty? Because I wasn't constantly cleaning it. It's the same thing, unfortunately, with your inbox. You have to do a little bit every day. So personally, at the end of every day, what I do is I try to delete all the emails that I receive, or you know, create a to-do list somewhere else with like Afternote to not have that add up, because it works like a surplus. If you have 10 additional emails every day, you know what? After a year, that's over 3,000 emails. In addition, in your inbox, and that's too much.
It adds up, and you can also organize them by the name of the email, by the size of the file, or whatever it may be, so you can actually organize it that way.
There's a lot of great search functions right now, so archiving everything, it's a lot easier than it used to be.
Yes, exactly. Sure. All right, your next tip is don't use email for everything.
Right. A lot of people have a tendency to email themselves. They go to the grocery store, they see something they like, they send themselves an email.
Oh, so guilty. I'm so guilty of that.
There are other services, again, like Afternote, you know, some task management service. In addition, sometimes you get caught in an email trap where you sent somebody 20 emails, they sent you 20 back, that's 40 emails. That would be a time where you'd want to have a conversation. Other times it works to be on a Facebook wall. Other times texting. Other times in person. You find
so
the
many
medium
options for communication, right?
There's so many options.
How do I know what's
in
the
2014.
best for what conversation?
Well, you want to think of what's going to be most effective. Sometimes you want that person to person. Other times people want that email because they have it in writing. Other times you want something that's impermanent, so you have it on social media.
Unbelievable how much we have to think about. But like you say, keep it under control.
You have to.
And make sure that you don't use it for
it's going to reach a point where, again, you'll be joining Tom Hanks somewhere in Tahiti, talking to you know, a volleyball, just to get away from it.
And if you want to receive less, then send less.
You got to. You don't want to be that guy, the person who hits reply all when it doesn't involve all those people on that email. They're that guy. You don't want to be that person, right? And that's what causes a lot of this. People think they have to kind of cover their own back end, so they're attaching everybody to an email. But you know what? That's kind of ineffective, right? A McKinsey study recently found out that people spend over 2.5 hours every day on email. In addition, the average business worker gets over 100 emails a day.
So maybe make sure that you really organize your time management, set a time aside to check them, but otherwise, be in the moment. Thank you so
got it.
much, David.
Great to be here.
Great
Great to
advice.
be here,
now I
Ashley.
will make sure I don't get consumed by email overload.
Please
Thank
don't.
you.